also see some of those Uganda cob walking around in the hill across from us on the opposite side of the habitat. And it's pretty easy for us to spot them with those bright orange coats. But a lot of predators have limited color vision. It's kind of like being red green colorblind. So they blend in really well with healthy grass. Like this though, they're doing a really good job of showing off that they're the most social rhino species. That's in addition to being the largest. Both those factors are mainly because they live out in the savannah, which means they don't have anywhere to take cover from predators. I'll come to a stop in a second so everybody can stand up and get a better look. But yeah, they are really close to the edge, which makes it a little tricky. But again, the females are going to stick together like this because they know it's a lot easier for them to protect their young that way. And it's mainly the young they need protecting. A fully grown southern white rhino is way too big for a lion or a hyena to try to come after in the first place. In fact, at the third, the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance has 8 main conservation projects called hubs. Most of the wildlife we've seen so far has been part of our African savanna and African forest hubs. We do also have projects in our own backyard. And one of them is next to us now, on our right-hand side. It's the California Coastal Sage Scrub, and it's part of our Southwest Hub. Believe it or not, this is one of the most endangered plant ecosystems in the entire world. It's only behind things like the Amazon rainforest. That's largely due to housing and rapid urbanization. So when people are putting up freeways and shopping centers and housing developments, they tend to look at the sage scrub and say, that doesn't seem very important. What does it matter? We'll just tear it out. And this has led to it dropping under 15% of where it was just 100 years ago. So here at the safari park, about half our 1,800 acres is set aside as a natural preserve for the sage scrub. So that the species that call it home, like burrowing owls, horned lizards, pocket mice, and mule deer, have somewhere to live for future generations. Coming back around to our African hubs though, we are now on the upper road of South Africa. Down below us to our left, you can see some of those Maasai giraffe are a little bit more spread out than when we last saw them. As we come around the corner though, here at the feeding post, we'll get a really good look at Elliot's dad. His name is Gowan, and he's always really easy to find because he's taller and a lot darker than the females around him. He's about 17.5 feet tall. That's almost as big as they come.